in terms of failure, I like to ask the question of, how do you turn this idea of failure, and it can be a little demoralizing, into, like, how do you press through that? Because it's a natural part of the business, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Thinking back to maybe hires that we were super stoked about and, promising that didn't work out, like, in retrospect, we just have to make sure that we're learning from those mistakes. There's always going to be failures in campaigns and, lots of areas of our businesses, and just making sure that we don't repeat them, and that we're very honest with ourselves of what happened, and taking ownership into how we could have improved, certain situations or scenarios, and just, being self-aware and, I guess, vulnerable to recognizing when we need to change, ourselves. And so, I don't know, that's a constant thing. I think we're always going to have failures in our businesses.
Yeah, I think people, we naturally want to avoid those.
Absolutely. And for marketing, like, we look at those when it comes to testing out new campaigns, new verticals, new channels. Like, we're all about it, knowing full well we could fail, but in retrospect, like, what can we learn from it? Because it could be a huge success. If we're not willing to take those risks, like, how would we know? And that's okay to have failures. Like, that's part of evolving. And I think that, part of a good strategy is trying new things, and you're not going to win every time. That's okay. But planning for failures, in a sense but knowing how to, like, learn from them and use that information to make better successes later on.
That makes sense. I know whole teams that their perspective is like, what can we break today?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just go into that with that mindset. So it's just not daunting. And obviously they insulate against, repeating those mistakes. But the idea is, like, let's power through the mistakes that we might ultimately make anyway, and just, like, be intentional about it.